Hey, everybody, I'm Dan Davidson.
And I'm Bill Smith, and it's time for the news from TrekNews.net. Spanning the Alpha Quadrant. For all the news on all the Star Trek show. It's TrekNews.net.
Go for it, Bill.
Online at TrekNews.net. Go for it, Bill. That's the first time we've had that one. Mm-hmm. But hey, everybody, welcome to the news from TrekNews.net, the oldest brand new Star Trek news podcast from Trek Geeks for the week of March 4th, 2021. Whew, say that 10 times fast. First up, Dan, you and I have been talking about the upcoming Voyager documentary for a while now, and just this week, the Indiegogo campaign launched, and honestly, no one could have foreseen what was about to happen.
Oh my gosh, nobody. You know, Bill, we talked all year long that Voyager kind of got screwed with the pandemic because throughout all of 2020, it was supposed to be a huge celebration of Voyager 25. And all that really happened was the Star Trek cruise in January of 2020. But fans still love Janeway and Tuvok and all the crew of Voyager. And they proved it on Monday, March 1st, when the Voyager doc launched its fundraising campaign on Indiegogo. Now, their initial goal was $150,000. Well, Voyager fans, you have outdone yourselves. The goal was reached within hours of the campaign launch. And as we record this week's news, the campaign has raised an incredible $533,000. All this extra money means that stretch goals have been met. All of the original ones, including additional 3D graphics and animation, the filming of a Voyager cast reunion in London this coming November 2021, expanding the length of the film from 60 to 90 minutes, and composing an original score for the film. Now, just recently, an additional $600,000 stretch goal has been added, which will give all donors receiving physical perks 2 magnets. And they're well on their way to reaching that, and I can't imagine that they won't do it. Now, Bill, you and I are both proud supporters of the campaign, as are over 5,200 other fans. And you can check out all the perks and the status of the fundraiser at Indiegogo.com and searching for the Voyager doc. Now, there are still 4 weeks left to go in this campaign, and I cannot even imagine how much money they're going to raise at this point, buddy.
I can't either. I don't want to hear anyone say ever again that people don't love Voyager, because this campaign has proven that Voyager's fandom runs deep and it is passionate, and they are here for this. And I am so excited by that.
I am so excited as well. It's funny because when the Deep Space Nine doc came out a couple of years ago and they started that Indiegogo campaign, we couldn't believe how successful it was. And no disrespect to Deep Space Nine, it's my favorite series. Yeah. This campaign has blown that right out of the water. And it just shows that love for Voyager after everything that they had to endure with 2020.
The only thing I can hope for is that they added a stretch goal early to up-res some of the footage of Voyager. Instead of doing a separate crowdfunder or an extended one like they did for Deep Space Nine, they're already at almost $550,000 now. Great. Let's declare it as a goal now, and let's reach for it.
Absolutely.
Because I have a feeling that this fandom is going to make it happen.
I have no doubt in my mind, whatever they come up with as a stretch goal, it's going to happen. They will, all the fans will continue to donate, I think, because for the longest time, Voyager has been the one that nobody really talked about. Now it's the one that everybody is talking about, and it's just so well deserved.
I hope they get the writers' room together like they did for the Deep Space Nine doc to talk about what happened after Voyager got home and to break that story, because I think that would be really great. People have always wanted to know what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Obviously, we know what happens to Seven much later on down the road, but there's an entire, 2-hour episode there, theoretical season 8 premiere, or maybe a one more episode in the final season that could tell us so much. And I think that would be a really fascinating exploration.
I'd love to see it. Let's make it so. See what I did there?
Really good, Dan.
Sorry.
No, I didn't mean that at all. So, Dan, also speaking of Janeway and crew, we know that Kate Mulgrew is going to be reprising her role of Catherine Janeway in the upcoming animated Star Trek Prodigy. And now we have an actual glimpse at some of the principal characters.
Yeah, we really do. And this was a nice surprise, buddy. During Viacom CBS's Investor Day event last week, in addition to announcing that Star Trek Prodigy will be seen first on Paramount Plus before being available on Nickelodeon, which was originally the plan, they also released the first image of the bridge crew for the show. Now, this image shows the 6 young outcasts who know nothing about the ship that they have commandeered, a first in the history of the Star Trek franchise. And over the course of their adventures together, they'll each be introduced to Starfleet and the ideals it represents. Now, no names or alien races were given along with this news and the image, but it's still great to get this first glimpse, and you can check it out on StarTrek.com as well as TrekNews.net, of course. And of course, as you mentioned at the beginning, Kate Mulgrew is going to be reprising her role as Captain Janeway in this show, so I can't wait to see it.
I think it's going to be fun. I'm glad that there are no obviously human characters. That makes me happy. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that it's a collection of aliens, which I know has some people up in arms, but I mean, it's Star Trek.
Yeah.
There's aliens.
I think so. Every once in a while they show up. Yeah.
That does happen. It also looks like there's a fat Talaxian in that group. And I don't know if that's the case or not, but if it is, I'm excited. If it's not, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because when looking at the image, I don't recognize any of the races. I can see where that one alien could be a Talaxian. I do agree with that. None of the others look like anything I've ever seen before in Star Trek. So it will be very interesting to see what they are, who they are, and what their adventures are going to be. It's very cool also that now you are really going to have all Star Trek available in one location, as this is going to premiere on Paramount Plus.
At least as far as in the United States and those territories where we'll have Paramount Plus. Yeah, I'm excited to not have to watch commercials.
Who isn't? Unless they're Star Trek commercials, and then I'm all for it.
Yeah, and I don't even know if I get Nickelodeon. I was going to have to investigate that before this premiered, so now I don't have to.
There you go.
Yay me.
Bonus.
A bonus. Dan, in other news, there were some in fandom who thought that Eagle Moss was getting out of doing Star Trek Starships, but upon further review, as we like to say in sports ball, it appears that's hardly the case.
Hardly the case at all. I guess it's safe to say they're going to be sending fleets of tiny starships for many years to come, buddy. This week, Eagle Moss Hero Collector announced the new Star Trek Universe Starships collection, which will allow you to collect some of the newer ships from the latest entries in the Star Trek franchise. Now, the collection is going to start off with issue number 1, the La Sirena from Star Trek Picard. And like their original subscription-based Starships program, it's going to give you a special collector's magazine and a display stand. Other officially licensed starships will follow in the series, with issue 2 being the USS Zheng-He. I can't pronounce anything because I don't read copy ahead of time. And issue 3 is going to be the Romulan Bird of Prey, both of which were seen in Picard in season 1. And of course, the ship that I can't name well is Captain Riker's ship. So I just scored a little bit of correction points on that one.
Not much, though.
Not a whole lot. Not at all. Now, other starships appearing on the site, but not yet officially declared as issues in the subscription. What appears to be the USS Nog, which is awesome. Narek's Romulan scout ship from Star Trek Picard, and the 31st century USS Discovery, complete with detached nacelles and all, buddy.
Woo-hoo. How are they going to do that?
Anti-magnets, magnets. I don't know.
I didn't think about that.
I possibly. Hey, I'm not an engineer. I just play one on TV.
No, you don't. Although you have been known to wear a red shirt on occasion. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I might cherry pick that subscription. I don't know. So. I think the La Sirena, I think, is 9 inches long, which is, that's pretty, it's big as some of the XL starships. So I would be interested in the Discovery A. I'd be interested in some of the others. So I guess we'll see. I'm just glad they're not done doing starships because, well, I got to say my Deep Space Nine XL just arrived today from Eagle Moss.
Gotta rub it.
And it just makes me fall in love with their product all over again, to be honest.
I gotta say, I love the ships. And when we thought that they were ending, I was kind of bummed out. I don't have a lot of them. I have maybe 15 or 20 of them, but there's a ton of them out there. Now, knowing that we're going to get even newer ones of the newer shows, I'm going to throw one out there for the people at Eagle Moss. Let's do a Voyager from Discovery Season 3. I think that would be pretty nice as well.
Oh, that'd be very interesting.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I have to imagine that's going to be on the slate at some point. If they're doing the Nog, or at least it's a ship that looks like a Nog on the website. They haven't specifically said it's that. but I have to believe that Voyager J is on the table.
I hope so. Let's make it so. I did it again.
I know. It is the J, right? Voyager J?
I believe it is, yes.
Whatever the 31st century Voyager is, please don't at me. I beg you. Dan, to continue on, good news for fans of Star Trek Lower Decks, as that series is about to be headed to physical media very soon.
I'll keep saying it. I think this was the best first season of Star Trek that we've seen. I just loved it. I can't wait to get this physical media as well. The first season of Lower Decks beams onto Blu-ray, DVD, and limited edition Steelbook on May 18th from CBS Home Entertainment and Paramount Home Entertainment. Now, this 2-disc set includes all 10 episodes of season 1, along with a number of behind-the-scenes bonus features, including the Lower Dictionary, a multi-part exploration of the series' music, art design, animation process, and more. Plus, the collection features exclusive interviews with the voice cast, deleted and extended scenes, and a fan-forward exploration of the series' many, many Easter eggs.
I think the great thing is that people who've listened to Trek Geeks and the news for quite a while will probably slowly realize that you can't make a pun of any kind without laughing at yourself doing it.
It's my Sheldon impersonation. I always like to do it.
Well, that time you actually went,
oh, well.
Which was a little different. I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be a great Blu-ray set. I'll probably get the Steelbook. I've got the one for Picard and the one for Discovery.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I like having a physical media. I mean, I can dial it up on Paramount Plus starting today as it renames as this episode drops. Really any time, but I like owning it. I like having it for myself. So I will absolutely buy that Blu-ray.
Absolutely. I'm gonna add it to mine. I actually got Picard season 1 from my dad, and it's down in Florida right now. And I know that he's enjoying it. And I think I may have to just get that Lower Decks for myself. I'm thinking so.
Yeah, I think you are too. Are you going to order 2? Then send one my way.
Well, that didn't happen with the Deep Space Nine thing, so I don't know if that's going to happen here.
No, I ordered 2. I'm just keeping them. And this week, Dan, speaking of Star Trek things, we have a bit of unfinished business, you and I. Now, if you'll remember a few weeks ago, we were giving listeners a chance to win a set of FanSets' forthcoming line of Pinmoji 2 whole months before anyone else can buy them. And as it turns out, we have a winner.
We absolutely do. And we want to congratulate Caleb on Twitter, who goes by the handle Rogue Moog, which is an awesome Twitter handle, by the way, Caleb. You've won that brand new set of Pinmoji from FanSets, and included in this set are Michael Burnham, Geordi LaForge, Spock, Beckett Mariner, Christopher Pike, Jonathan Archer, Benjamin Sisko, Catherine Janeway, and Jean-Luc Picard. Now, Caleb, we're going to reach out to you to get them shipped out as soon as we can, and we can't wait to hear what you think of them. And we do expect photos on Twitter when they come into your mailbox there, my friend.
Oh, we absolutely do. Tags and descriptions aplenty. I can't wait to see them because we don't have them first.
We don't know.
Caleb will have them first.
Exclusive. Rogue Moog exclusive, people.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations, Caleb. That's going to do it for the news from TrekNews.net for the week of March 4th, 2021. Of course, remember, for all the news on all the Star Trek show, please visit our great friends at TrekNews.net. Have a great week, everybody. Live long and prosper.
Coconut.